Hey gang, East Coast Lumberjack. Big day today. We got the barbecue all sparked up. The old Big Green Egg. In the background is the old International, actually McCormick International tractor. And I'm just cooking up some sausages because I get a special guest coming. And I thought I'd bring you along so you could meet him. He's a pretty famous lad. He's got his own YouTube channel. And he's way up here in Canada. Now, I'm gonna leave them birds for just a little bit longer. They're looking pretty good, but I want to show you my float. So the old East Coast Lumberjack, we had a big Canada Day parade today in Keswick Ridge. And this is the float. I call it the Lumberjack train. So anyways, the old International, my grandfather and father both had her polished up pretty good. And right colors for Canada Day, red and white. But check it out here. So this is the tractor. If I can get you around here, there we go. So there's a tractor. And then the first trailer. First trailer is the body. It's a Chevy pickup truck. And it's the actual bed from a pickup truck. And we got that all laced up with flags and donors for our Lumberjack show that's on September 13th and 14th this year. And then what I thought I'd do, I put a ball on it here so I can hook up my other trailer. So Dad built this one, and then Little John Wayne built this trailer. Okay, and this is the one here. This has got the best way to see it, I guess, is here. So it's red and white too, right colors. And there's my Lumberjack. And he's chopping some wood. You can see I got the axe bolted right in there with the, and then here's our Lumberjack. I had to carve it. Didn't know what to do for a head, so I had to get the chainsaw out and carve a head. The guy's a bit of a blockhead, I don't know. So that's him. I got the hot saw in back. And then it wasn't quite enough. So I put another hitch on this trailer and attached this baby. This is my little wheeler trailer I use around the yard. We put an Axtro target on this. And of course we had to have a little bit of advertisement here. The old East Coast Lumberjack. So that's a train. I didn't back it up, let's just say that. I did not back this machine up at all because there's 3 trailers in tow. But it's a pretty cool little rig. Let's see how our sausages are doing here. Oh, they look just about perfect. And there's gonna roll again. Oh, that looks like a good meal. Looks like a good Lumberjack meal. Oh, my sister's calling. Hang on, sissy. You'll know why I didn't answer. Because the next YouTube video you'll watch of mine, you'll say, oh, he was busy cooking. But just about any minute now, we're going to have our special guest roll in. I'll film him coming in the driveway for you. You can look at his big rig. It looks like this baby's just about done. So on this egg, I just turn off I close the draft at the bottom, and there's a lid at the top here. And I just take it off and I put on the actual cover. And of course it smothers the fire, and then I can reuse the charcoal next time I run it. Now if you've never eaten anything on the Big Green Egg, I want to tell you, if you've got any kind of smoker or a barbecue, the old East Coast Lumberjack makes hickory blocks. So of all the parts, talk about using everything you need. Oh, he's arrived. I gotta pull off. I'll pull off my sausages so I don't burn them. He's driving the big Dodge. Didn't happen. She had a migraine. That's what I said. Any of you guys know this lad coming? This lad is a pretty famous wood chopper, and he's from a long ways away. I'm YouTubing Jamie.
All right.
So he's been on the road all day. He's just rolling in here now. This is Arden Coger Jr., or us guys, we call him Jamie.
Oh, yes. Did you ride this thing in the float today?
This is it. What do you think?
Beautiful. I love it. I just love the standing block. That's just amazing.
Well, of any event, I mean, I couldn't get a springboard on it, so I had to put the standing on it.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and Janet Walker, you know Janet.
Yeah.
She rode in the truck body here with us.
Oh, awesome. Who drove the tractor?
The old fart. So I'm going to take Jamie in. I'm going to show him my shop. I don't think he's seen my shop
I
yet.
have not seen your shop.
So this is the old garage. But of course, Jamie being a lumberjack, he'll appreciate this.
Absolutely. I love it. Absolutely love it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Now, how many handles can you spin at a time?
This here one here spins. That's the old duplicarver. Most people have seen this one already. I turn PV handles and sledgehammers and pickaxe handles on this.
Okay.
Everything else I make on the bandsaws.
Okay. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, all by hand.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I did not realize that.
Oh yeah. That's why they're.
I thought you had a spinner.
No, that's why they're straight as a die and
Oh wow.
the grain's all going right. So.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And I got all my bolts all stored in the barn and upstairs in the garage all drying. Like Victory has to dry for a year,
Yes,
so it takes
does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, I love this.
Yep. So this is where we do most of our gear. So that's Katie and I just acquired this little girl right here, this single saw. But I need to get that out to JP.
And what is it? A 510?
Yeah, 510 exactly.
To a 3 or 2?
3.
3.
It's American Champion saw.
What's
Women's division.
Oh, this is the one Kendall had.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kendall Cornelius had that.
Yes. So she's pulling the pin and retiring. So
And it looks by the box that this was originally filed by JP, if I had to guess.
Well, it may have. I don't know what the story is. I never.
It was probably a Jim Taylor plate.
Yeah.
That JP refiled, and the reason why I say that is because if it's work that he's done, it's easy for him to redo.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. So that's where it's going after this season. That I got about a row of teeth this long here that are all gone.
Okay.
Just the tips off them.
Yeah.
It still cuts pretty decent, but it doesn't run. When JP files it, it's smooth. It's just so smooth.
It goes from this to this.
Oh yeah, really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing the way that it differs
Yeah.
in how it feels. It's shocking, actually.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, shocking.
So anyways, let's go eat while it's nice and warm. So anyways, I just thought I'd bring you along because this guy, now, your dad was a famous lumberjack. Like he won.
So my history of my father in lumberjack sports. So he began in 1956.
56.
I had two great uncles who competed at the Rhododendron Festival pre-World War II.
Wow.
And they were both sleeper cutters, they cut railroad ties by hand.
Yep.
They were great, big, powerful men. So Matt Coger is basically the same size as my Uncle John and my Uncle Homer. I mean, they were big, burly men.
Yeah.
But they were 6'3", 6'4", 240, 250 pounds. My father, like me, is short but stout with massive arms and stocky. My father's 5'7", 220.
Gonna say he's not a big man, and
No.
he did phenomenal.
Yeah, and so he started at 56. Then my other uncles joined him, Dink, Jack, Benny. They all started competing, and first cousin Paul started also competing.
Yeah.
Bill and Guy, and so the whole Coger family started competing. And my father was the first one that actually went to the World Championships. He and Uncle Benny went up in 1960, and then they came back in 61. Dad won the all-around in 61 at the Lumberjack World Championships. And then he and Uncle Benny won the two-man that year, too.
Wow.
And then he kept going to Hayward, ended up winning 5 of the standing blocks and 3 of the underhands, and won the two-man another time with a guy named Vic Hewlett in 1964. And then I started going to the World Championships in 1971. I didn't compete until 84.
Right.
But I started, I didn't, here's my claim to fame at the Lumberjack World Championships. I competed in the era of Jason Wynyard and David Bolstead.
Right.
And so my best
And
years,
held your own.
I held my own.
Yeah.
But I was in that era.
Yeah.
And so I would get, and there was a whole, when at that stage of timber sports, there was 8 or 10 guys from Australia, New Zealand, and Europe that came over to the United States. And it was just basically me and Matt Bush that were holding our own against them.
Yeah.
And so at Hayward, I've only had one victory. I only had one first place, but I have 44 second places at Hayward. 44. Okay, 44 second places over the course of the years that I competed.
And always to somebody like Bolstead.
Always to Bolstead, Jason, Dion Lane, Dale Ryan, Kerry Head, you name it.
And if you guys know anything about lumberjack sports, they were the best in the business. Yeah. So this guy rattled their cages all the time.
Yeah. It just, to me, I don't have no regrets. Absolutely
right on,
zero regrets.
Yeah.
And I was at a stage in my life where I had 2 young daughters, and I had my career. I'm a lawyer,
right?
And so had just made partner at my firm, and so I was like, I've got to make a choice. I have to drive all night to get to these shows. So I basically packed up my gear after Friday at work, drove all night to get to the contest, competed, tired against these guys, still managed to get in amongst them, but never could get past all of them, and then drive all night to get back to Monday to be in court.
While those guys were competing full time.
So
there's a little bit about Jamie. He's a pretty famous lad in the lumberjack world, and he's up here visiting the East Coast Lumberjack in New Brunswick. He just got back from Nova Scotia. I think he acquired a piece of gear there.
Yeah.
So
354 Honda.
Oh, how is it?
It's awesome.
Right on.
It's great.
You guys ran it too, eh?
Yeah, I made about cut 2 full logs with it, and made about 15, 20 cuts.
Awesome.
So it's sweet. Very nice.
Hot saw, the make or break hot saw.
Yeah.
That us axemen have to navigate at some point in our lives to survive in this world. Anyhow, we're going to eat. so anyways, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and join me again next week. We'll have more good things here on the East Coast Lumberjack channel.
Have a good one.